What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Today we're taking a look at Ethereum and its recent price action, and make sure to watch the video till the end for a price prediction for the short and the long term as well. First things first, please smash the likes, subscribe and hit the bell icon. YouTube is not pushing crypto content out currently and it really helps if you hit the like. We're posting 4 videos per day, so come back every day for daily updates and analysis. And make sure to comment down below for your chance to win a hardware wallet in our new monthly giveaway. We'd also like to thank you all so much for your support. We're nearly at 10k subscribers, so please tap that sub button now. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, we're just letting you know that YouTube is currently censoring our content from what we can tell. Our reach to new viewers has dropped officially to around a fourth of what it was around a month or so ago. So we'd really appreciate if you hit the like. It just lets more people see our content in general, and we're almost at 10k subscribers, so we'd really appreciate all of your support if you can just hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you so much as always, and we're going to keep making videos every day, so come back and check the channel manually most likely, because you're not going to get notifications from YouTube because they're currently censoring our content from what we can tell. So you'll have to come back and manually check the channel, but we'd really appreciate if you did that obviously. And thanks a lot for all your support, and we're just going to get right into it. So as you can see, obviously Ethereum has basically had a nice bounce. It came all the way down here with Bitcoin dumping. It came down pretty much perfectly touched this $1,700 level, which does look like it was a previous level of support here, as we can see in and around these levels here. I think this $1,700 level is quite a significant level. It's got quite a lot of structure here previously, as we can quite clearly see. We're just looking at the hourly time frame right now, but from what we can tell, obviously we have been rolling over again. Because of Bitcoin basically coming down to 28.5k, but we have had a bounce up to around 34k at the time of recording this video, although it does look as though Bitcoin is potentially rolling over again with another tweet from Elon Musk, basically just chatting about cryptocurrency and manipulating the market, which is getting quite tiresome if we're honest. We really wish that people would stop listening to him, because it's getting quite annoying, to be honest. Obviously things were going well and we were looking like we were getting a nice recovery, and then Elon Musk tweets something about Bitcoin maximalists, and before you know it, we're having a big sell-off in the market again for basically no reason other than he's just tweeted something. So it does look as though this inverse head and shoulders pattern that we were talking about here could potentially be invalidated here if we basically break below this level. And if that's the case, if we do break down below this level, we are probably looking like we're going to be retesting this $1,700 level most likely. So obviously, today things looking pretty bearish in the market again. It did look like we were recovering, and then one tweet from one guy who doesn't really have any involvement in cryptocurrency at all, and the markets are going down again. So currently the markets are very manipulated, so it's quite clear in the short term that we can't really get much indication of what's going to happen with catalysts like that in the market that can potentially dump the price. So from what we can tell, it looks like we're bouncing in and around this $1,870 level right now, this previous level of support, which does look as though it's holding quite well. But from what we can tell, we are looking very oversold right now. As you can see, we're hitting very oversold territory. We're hitting very oversold territory again here, as you can quite clearly see. And it does look as though we are making higher lows on our RSI. And this is something that we do like to see. This is quite, in our opinion, a clear indication of a reversal going to happen quite soon. As you can see, we are making higher lows on our RSI, so all this downwards momentum to the downside is weakening. And you could say potentially from here to here, this is a bullish divergence with a fake out to the downside as well. Obviously this was a very clear bullish divergence here, where we basically got lower lows on our price action but higher lows on our RSI, which means that we're looking at a reversal, which we did get here, but we are approaching oversold territory again. And every time that we hit this oversold territory, we do get a decent bounce to the upside. As you can see, pretty much every single time that we've got that we've hit oversold territory here, we have had a decent little bounce to the upside. So I don't think that the price action is just going to go boom straight down to the downside here, unless we get another bad catalyst in the market. But from what we can tell, obviously there's a lot of bearish sentiment in the market right now. It does look as though we are stuck in a range here between this $1,700 level and this basically this $2,000-ish level right now. We are currently bouncing in and around these levels here. It does look as though we may have formed a double top here potentially, with some basically back testing required before a continued move to the upside. But as we well know, the price actions of most cryptos is going to depend on Bitcoin right now. And it does look as though Bitcoin's rolling over because of one man's tweet. So we'll leave that as it were, but quite clearly it's not very impressive and quite annoying that these things keep happening. When we were looking like we were on the road to having a nice little move to the upside again, but then obviously one tweet from one person and the market goes down. So pretty frustrating to see. But as you can see, we're looking at bullish divergences all over the shop here. As you can see on the 4 hour here as well, bullish divergence here, or you could even say potentially that this here is a bullish divergence with a fake out to the downside. So quite clear that there is a bounce incoming in our opinion. No matter what happens in the short term, we do think in the mid to long term, in the next month or so, and then over the next year, Ethereum is obviously going to come back swinging. Once the bull market gets back underway, which we do think that it will. The bears are getting very greedy right now, and there's an overly bearish sentiment in the market, in our opinion, in general. And usually when this happens, this is a good sign that a reversal is probably likely to happen, and basically the market's going to do what everyone's not expecting. There's a lot of shorts in the market right now. So one big pump to the upside could liquidate a lot of shorts and obviously give rise to a huge, nice big pump to the upside. But as we can see, I mean, another thing that's quite indicative of the market at the minute is the volume. The volume does seem as though it has been dropping off basically over the past month or so. So we've also seen a very large decline in our viewership on YouTube from new viewers. And we think this may be a combination of YouTube censoring crypto content, because it does seem like even the big cryptocurrency content creators are getting heavily censored right now, and their content isn't being pushed out to any new people. And also just a reduction in people searching this kind of content, sheerly just entirely due to the fact that a lot of people have gotten out of the markets right now and they're waiting to see what happens. It does seem as though there's a record number of stable coins on the sidelines right now as well. So it's pretty clear that there's a lot of people waiting on the sidelines to see what's going to happen. So it does seem as though we have been potentially rolling over here for Ethereum. But obviously if Bitcoin gets the pump that everyone's looking for, we are going to see Ethereum follow suit, because altcoins are basically following what Bitcoin's doing right now. So as we said, things looking pretty good in our opinion. We could be looking at a potential big bullish divergence on the daily time frame as well. This is something that we like to look at a lot. As we can see, we're basically super oversold on Ethereum right now on the daily time frame. The last time that we were this oversold was in the March crash, which is something that we like to keep highlighting because we think it's very important. As you can see, we're now more oversold than we actually were when we had the first initial drawdown, when we got that May 19th crash. So obviously, as you can see, this March crash, that's the last time that we were this oversold on the daily time frame. And when this happens, I mean, the more oversold you get, the more chance of a reversal, in our opinion. I mean, just looking at the daily time frame here, we're not looking too bad if we're being completely honest. We have wicked all the way back up to around $1,800, $1,900 here, basically adhering to this previous level of structure. We're bouncing in and around here right now, and as we can see, we have actually potentially got a nice reversal on our hands here if we can basically get what we were looking for with Bitcoin, where it basically bounces to the upside. Obviously, everything's following Bitcoin right now. So just taking a look at the weekly time frame here, obviously nothing to be concerned about. As you can see, we're looking at the weekly here on the logarithmic chart, and it's quite clear. As you can see, the volume has been dropping off over the past few weeks in comparison to this massive red candle, as you can see here. Let me just get rid of these lines because they're not really that useful anymore. But for what we can see, obviously no indications of a bear market right now. We haven't even back tested this the 50 EMA here, the 55 EMA, which would be around $1,500. So quite clear there's quite a lot of strong price action here. We are currently somewhat holding the 20 EMA here on the weekly time frame. We have been holding it just about as support here, but obviously we have been starting to roll over and we have been falling below the 20 EMA here on the weekly time frame, which is one of the first signs that you're in some trouble. But obviously, if we could get back above this $2,200 level, which is potential if we can get that bump for Bitcoin that we're looking for, then in our opinion, things will be looking up for Ethereum. I mean, no signs that we're in a bear market right now. Obviously, we're not falling below our 50 EMA and getting flipped into resistance here. So in our opinion, things are looking pretty good still. So obviously in the short term, things aren't looking ideal for Ethereum right now. We do look as though we are potentially rolling over a bit here. again, obviously with one man's tweet. So the short term in crypto, unfortunately, as we've been saying, is going to be very volatile and it's difficult to know what's going to happen. We're just giving you basically the averages based on the data that we're looking at of what could potentially happen. But we will give you the balanced outcomes of what could potentially go on. Obviously, if we do get some more bearish action in the market, we will be retesting this low here, most likely at 1700. But if we do get that bounce for Bitcoin that we're looking for, then we could be looking basically at $2,200-ish for Ethereum. So obviously in the long term, we do think Ethereum is going to be massive. We do think it's probably going to flip Bitcoin at some point, considering it's offering way more than Ethereum than Bitcoin is. So that's our update today, guys. We'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please let us know down in the comments section below. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can keep up to date with all of our videos. Remember to comment down below and be subscribed to enter into our brand new monthly giveaway for a hardware wallet. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, please sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, or sign up to YouTube membership by hitting the join button right next to the sub below this video, where you can get access to our private Discord. We're offering coin calls, one-to-one access to us personally, insight into our personal portfolio, daily research of crypto assets with massive potential, and access to our brand new 100x portfolio. With so many benefits, you might as well check it out below. Don't forget to get 2 free stocks with Webull by signing up and then depositing $100 using our link in the description below. You can quite literally deposit the $100, get your 2 free stocks, and then withdraw the money, so there's no reason not to do that, and they could be valued all the way up to $1,600 each. But don't forget to actually deposit as well after signing up, otherwise you won't receive the second stock. Scammers get worse every day, so make sure to protect yourself and your crypto online with Pure VPN. Sign up below for some big discounts. You can get access to block content and protect yourself from phishing scams with super low monthly payments and high quality speeds. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.